What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elon, and today we're diving deep into a topic that's going to blow your mind and revolutionize the way that you think about accomplishing your goals. We're talking about the path to manifestation, the journey that takes you from where you are now to where you want to be. But here's the twist. As always on my channel, we're not just talking about positive thinking, good vibes, or spiritual woo-woo. We're going to be diving deep into neuroscience and how your brain actually works to create your reality. So trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new perspective on your manifestation journey. The path to manifestation at its core is all about becoming the person who's capable of living your dreams. And it's not just about wishing for stuff and waiting for the universe to deliver it on a silver platter. You don't just sit there visualizing the emotions of how it's going to feel to make $1 million, and the next day you get a call from a guy giving you $1 million offer. Contrary to what some manifestation gurus want you to think. What manifestation is about is rewiring your brain to align with your desires. See, your brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening in your environment and what's happening in your mind itself. When you vividly imagine something, your brain is firing the same neural circuits as if that thing were actually happening. Think about it like this. Have you ever set an intention to manifest something awesome in your life? Maybe a new business venture, a romantic partner, or financial abundance, and then suddenly everything seems to go wrong. You're focused on attracting wealth, and boom, unexpected bills start piling up. You're trying to manifest love, and suddenly your relationship falls apart. It's like the universe is playing a joke on you. But here's where things get interesting. These challenges aren't the universe messing with you or trying to block your ability to manifest. They're actually a crucial part of the manifestation process. They're what I like to call cosmic assessments. And they're literally reshaping your neural pathways. The universe, or more accurately, your subconscious mind, is testing you. It's saying, oh, you want to be wealthy? Let's see how you handle financial stress. You want a loving relationship? Let's see how you deal with conflict and disappointment. These tests aren't meant to discourage you. They're meant to prepare you. They're your brain's way of creating the synaptic connections that you need to align with your desired reality. Your brain is adapting and rewiring itself to become the brain of the person who has what you're trying to manifest. Let me give you a personal example. When I started my first online fitness coaching business, I was full of enthusiasm, but completely lost on how online business worked and how to turn it into a successful venture. I was confused, bleeding cash, and desperate for guidance. I ended up getting scammed by a fake guru who promised overnight success, but only drained my resources further. Felt like I was stuck in a downward spiral with no way out. But here's where the magic of neuroscience comes in. Even though things were seeming to go wrong, my brain was actually forming new neural connections. I was learning valuable lessons about what not to do, about resilience, and the importance of doing my due diligence. And then, almost miraculously, things started to turn around. I connected with the right mentors, my business model clicked into place, and within 3 months, the business went from being deep in the red to making an incredible $14,000 per month. From a neuroscience perspective, what happened was that my experiences, both good and bad, were creating these new neural pathways in my brain. I was becoming a different person, the person whose brain was wired for success in the fitness coaching business, who understood the business model, which paths to take and which paths not to take, and was resilient to bounce back from challenges quickly. But here's the crucial part that most people miss. It's not just about enduring the challenges, it's about consciously directing your brain's neuroplasticity. And this is the part that I was missing, which caused me ups and downs in my businesses for years. When you set an intention to manifest something, you're telling your brain to reorganize itself. And when you do this consciously, you can premeditate the challenges that you know you're going to face. You're signaling your genes to express themselves in new ways, in changing the epigenetic makeup of your brain and mind and body. And your brain takes you at your word. starts creating those new neural connections to align with your intention. That new version of you, the one with the rewired brain, it thinks differently, acts differently, and handles situations differently than the current you. And that's where the growing pains come in to fill the gap. So you're trying to manifest financial abundance. A wealthy version of you has a totally different brain than the current you. They have stronger connections in the areas of the brain associated with financial planning, risk assessment, and opportunity recognition. So your brain starts creating situations where you have to exercise these neural pathways. Suddenly, you're faced with opportunities to practice financial discipline, to step up and earn more, and to give even more of what you feel like you don't have enough of. This must happen. This always happens. There's no way to be successful without this happening. It's uncomfortable, it's challenging, but it's also what you asked for. You are reshaping your brain to become that wealthy person. Now, here's where a lot of people tripped up and where I struggled for years. When these challenges come up, people often think, ooh, this is not working, things are getting worse, not better, and they give up. But that's like quitting your workout because your muscles are sore. The soreness is a sign that you're growing stronger. In the same way, the manifestation challenges that you're facing are a sign that you're rewiring for your new destiny. So how do we navigate these cosmic assessments? How do we stay on the path to manifesting the reality that we want when we feel like everything is falling apart? Well, I've got some neuroscience-backed strategies for you, as always. First, we have to reframe the perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities for neuroplasticity. When something bad happens, ask yourself, how is this rewiring my brain for success? What new neural connections am I forming through this experience? This shift in perspective alone can change your brain's chemical response to the situation and is an active thing that I'm constantly doing with myself and my coaching clients. Another powerful technique is to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Every challenge you overcome, even like setting up the lights in my studio, is a lesson that I'm learning to strengthen the neural pathways for me making this YouTube channel. Acknowledge that, celebrate that. Allow your brain to release the dopamine, which doesn't only make you feel good, but it strengthens that new identity. Now, I want to address something important here. The path to manifestation is not about becoming a completely different person. It's about becoming authentically you, about connecting with your higher self. The universe, or your subconscious mind, or your higher self, however you want to put it, it's not trying to turn you into someone that you're not. It's trying to help you become the person that you need to be, to heal the world, to make the world a better place. The version of you that's fully aligned with your deepest desires and your true purpose is the version of you that's making the biggest impact in helping the most people. And sometimes that means pruning old neural pathways that no longer are serving you or the world at large. This is where things get really uncomfortable. You find yourself outgrowing certain relationships, jobs, and situations that were once comfortable, but you now realize are holding you back. And that realization always comes with a bittersweet pain. But it's something that you have to do to transcend to the higher you, the version of you that's fully aligned with your universe. You will face resistance from the people around you as they notice that you're changing. And you might even feel resistance from yourself. You might look in the mirror and think, who am I becoming? And that's the moment that you need to focus on the new you and rewire your brain consciously. And you have to remember, resistance is a good thing. It means you're growing. It means your brain is changing. So instead of fighting against it, welcome it. When you feel internal resistance, the voice that says, this is too hard, who do you think you are? You're not meant for this, thank it. Seriously, stop thinking, start thanking. Thank yourself for trying to protect you, but let yourself know that you're ready to take that next step. The resistance is just your old neural patterns realizing it's time to step aside and let the new, more empowering pattern of you emerge. Now, let's talk about one more thing that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to manifestation: patience. We live in a world of instant gratification where we expect results yesterday. But rewiring your brain doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes the things you're trying to manifest take time to come into your life because our brains are in the process of still creating those necessary neural pathways. So you have to trust in yourself and trust in the universe. You have to trust that if you're doing the inner work, if you're showing up to these cosmic assessments and passing these tests, you're gratifying yourself, you're growing through them, and you're actually doing the work that you know is going to lead to success if you just stay on the path. Calm down and let the manifestation go at its own pace. It's like learning a new skill. You never can become an expert overnight. You can't become a champion bodybuilder overnight. You can't become the best musician overnight. You can't manifest money overnight. Sometimes you can get a new client overnight, make a lot of money, but to build a real lasting base of wealth and skill set takes time. And to become a high quality person is even more difficult. So allow your brain to take its time that it needs to create stronger and stronger neural pathways. So being the new you becomes second nature. Remember, the path to your higher self is always working in the background, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Every challenge that you face, every lesson you learn is reshaping your brain, whether you like it or not. But what I'm trying to teach you guys is just how to take more control over that process. Now, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to embracing the path to manifestation with a neuroscience mindset. When challenges come up, instead of getting frustrated, get curious. How's this rewiring my brain? What could I do right now to stamp in those new neural connections? Keep a journal of your experiences, your insights, your growth, even your dreams. And most importantly, celebrate every step of your journey, knowing that when you do, nothing bad could possibly happen. Only good can come from it. Remember, you are the architect of your reality. The path to manifestation is your personal journey and no one else's. It's your journey to align your brain and align your life with your dreams. And you deserve that. Your neurobiology deserves that. Are you ready to embrace the journey?